Hey guys, and welcome back to World War II Solitaire board game channel. And for the first time ever in this channel's history, we are going to play a PC game. As some of you might know, I am currently serving as a combat medic in the Ukrainian army. I do not have any possibility here to play any board games, and even less possibility to record them. So, what better game to start with than Armored Commander? Armored Commander is a copy of an old Avalon Hill game, an old board game, which is called Patton's Best. As if you've been on my channel for a long time, you know I love that game. I think I did about 100 hours campaign in that board game. And yeah, this is the PC version of it. And for all of you board game nerds who subscribe to my channel, I hope you're okay with me doing PC game video. And I just think it's fun to branch out a little bit. Now I have a chance to do that and a reason to do that. But don't worry, I'm going to keep playing my board games as soon as I have the possibility to do so. So anyway, this is Armored Commander. You can get this game for free from Steam. There is a sequel to this, Armored Commander 2, which goes for around $10 standard price, but gets discounted heavily on Steam sales. So let's choose new campaign. And we have two different campaign options here. We have Patton's Best and we have Canada's Best, just like in the old Avalon Hill game. Patton's Best joined the battle to liberate Western Europe as part of General Patton's 4th Armored Division. You are in command of an M4 Sherman tank and must survive a campaign that will take you through France, Belgium, and into Germany. Participate in the breakout from the D-Day landing positions and the Battle of the Bulge. Runs from July 27th, 1944 to April 13th, 1945. By the way, guys, I'm sorry if the audio sucks, but I'm on my laptop. I don't have my fancy microphones here. I might have one of them sent to me, so you might hear me better in the future. But now you know I'm in a war zone playing this on my crappy laptop. So I think, considering the the conditions I'm doing this in, I think it's pretty decent. Okay, so we have three campaign settings to choose. We have the tank selection, which is strict. You are assigned an early M4 Sherman model, or you can choose to have unlimited, where you get to choose whatever tank you want. I think the strict one is the most fun. Second one, you have commander replacement, realistic or casual. We go with realistic, so if our PC is killed, the game is over. On casual, he basically respawns or he's replaced by a new PC. And then we have the start date, July 27th, 1944. The latest we can start is April 13th, 1945, but we want to start in the beginning, so we start with July 27th, 1944. Cobra Breakout. Okay, so we need to choose a name for our Sherman tank. I will go with Anya. My name is Tank Commander Niemi. Niemi is assigned as your tank commander. You may upgrade his skills now or save your skill points for later. I am not going to save any skill points because this early in the war, we are in a really bad tank. We need all the help we can get. And you can see here we have a bunch of skills. Increase fire direction, increase modifier for directed fire, driver direction, battle leadership, increased chance of all other crew skill activation, keen senses, eagle-eyed, pocket Bible, gymnast, lightning reflexes, crew grit, and mechanic. So if you were interested in those skills, just pause the video and you'll see what they'll do. I don't want to waste your time reading them all for you. I want fire direction. I have 3 skill points as my level is 3. So let's see here, I need to enter. Yes. So I have a 7% increase, and that's all for my commander. Charlie Germain is my gunner, and he has 2 skill points. And you see there's a same here, many of the same, but some like no weak spots, target tracker, and gyro stabilizer, which is not available on this tank model. But I'm gonna go with the quick trigger because that's a bonus to my rate of fire, and rate of fire is really important. If you can get rate of fire, you get to fire again and again and again. So if you can stack that, you can do some real damage with the Sherman. So that's it for him. Oliver Riefenberg, that sounds suspiciously German to me, is assigned as my loader. So again, we have fast hands, shell juggler, scrounger, but we're gonna go with fast hands. Let me see what this does. Okay, okay, I'm gonna go with the fast hands to start with, and he has only one skill point. So that's it. James Howell is your driver, and he has drag racer, eye for cover, tough mudder, cautious driver, and eagle-eyed. I'm gonna go with eye for cover, only 1 point here as well. And finally, my assistant driver is gonna be Luis Lassatz, and he has one skill point. And we're gonna go with, so he has apprentice gunner, he's firing the bow MG, and shell tosser, and we're gonna go with shell tosser for that rate of fire bonus. And that's it. We're done with our crew. Okay, so that's pretty funny. It even says Patton's best up there. Here we have a map of Western Europe, and we can see we're on July 27th, flight 144. We're currently on Operation Cobra Breakout. After landing at Utah Beach on July 11th, the 4th Armored Division first entered combat on July 17th. Now, as part of a larger operation to break out the Normandy beachhead and punch through the German defending forces, your battle group has been ordered to advance south. So we have an advance mission. We could have an assault, and we could have a defense mission, which function a little bit differently, and you're gonna get to see them all, I hope. Expected resistance for today is light, and we have clear weather and dry grounds. So if we look up there, we have a few menu options. We have help, tank info, crew info, settings, campaign stats, screenshots, and sounds. Let's start by looking at our tank info. Here we see we have an M4 Sherman with turret A-type. It's a medium tank with a 75mm gun. We can see the armor here goes from 1 to 10, so we can see our turret has quite strong armor even on the side, but our hull has really weak armor on the side. We don't have a loader hatch, which means that if that tank is damaged and catches on fire, the loader is more likely to die. We have some information here. It says the M4 was one of the first Sherman variants to be approved, distinguished from the M4A1 by its welded hull. This early turret design lacks a loader hatch, smoke mortar, and vision cupola, features that were later added or refitted to most models. So this is a pretty bad tank here, guys, but it's what we got. We have our crew info. We have the commander, Sergeant Dianiemi, Gunner Corporal Charlie Germain, loader Private First Class Oliver Reifenberg, driver Private James Howell, assistant driver Private Louis Lissas. We can see where they all come from: Evansville, Jersey City, Lowell, Youngstown, and Duluth. And I don't know what those states are. ON, Ohio, maybe? I don't even know if that's a state, to be honest. So I'm a NJ, I guess that's, man, I don't know if that's New Jersey. Is New Jersey a state? I guess it is. And IN, maybe Indiana? Man, I don't know. I don't know US states. I'm sorry, guys. So here we can change our crew selection. We can add or view upgrades. We can change names, and we can set nicknames. But we're not going to do anything of that now. And then finally, let's look at the campaign stats. We can see we're at day 0 of 68. We have no victory points at all, and nothing has really happened. Let's see here. Here we have a campaign journal. So not something I'm gonna go look at now. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna view our tank, and before we go to combat, we want to load our tank. So we press M to open up the main gun ammunition. So we can carry, we have to carry 89 rounds. You can see here we can have high explosive, which is good for soft targets, AP, which is good for armor, WP, which is smoke grenades, white phosphorus. That's really good because it can pin infantry. And then we have a CBI, which is something like hexachlorothane smoke, which basically is something we can put on our friends because it doesn't damage. It doesn't start fires like the white phosphorus does. So let's start with HE. We want a lot of HE, so we can see we can move the arrow here if we press Alt. So we want the arrow down to fill up. So I'm gonna go with HE. Let's see. I think I'm gonna take 60 rounds. I hold Shift and press U to get 10 rounds at a time. 60 rounds, and then I press J without holding Shift to take one single HE down to the ready rack, and I want 4 HE in the ready rack. Then I want at least 30 AP, so I hold Shift and I press I 3 times, and then I let go of Shift and press K 4 times to get 4 AP rounds down into the ready rack. And then we have WP, so white phosphorus. We're gonna want to have a few of those just in case we need some cover. I don't normally load too much of the smoke rounds. And that's it. We press enter, and here we have to decide what gun load do we want. What do we want to have in our breech? We want to have HE, high explosives. The reason for that is because we need to have high explosive to use advancing fire, which we're going to use as we move in to new areas. Ammo reload, I think we'll go with HE there too. We can change it if we decide to fire, so that's not really important right now. And yes, our ammunition from the ready rack. And again, we can change that also before we fire, so that's not really important. So here we can toggle our hatches. We can have our hatches shut or open. And you can see the spot there changes. If my hatch of the commander is shut, I can spot any one sector, only one. But if it's open, I can spot every sector. And this is going to be true for all of the guys with the hatches. The driver can, if it's open, every sector except the rear, but if it's shut, only the front, and the assistant driver the same. So I want to keep my hatches open so I can see those enemies, because if I can't see them, I can't kill them. We press enter, and now we press B, begin combat day. Okay, so we already did this, so we don't have to worry about that. So we just press enter, and let's see if everything is set up. In an advanced mission, your task is to move through the map, capturing areas and destroying any enemy resistance you encounter. If you can capture your exit area before nightfall, you will be awarded bonus victory points and will have the opportunity to continue advancing into a new map zone. Heading to the start area took 2 hours and your tank expended 6 HE rounds. So we need to select an adjacent area to check for enemy resistance, and I think we press the shift here, or that's not the shift, I think that's called the tab actually. Yeah, that's called the tab. I think, let's go up and see where our exit, our exit area is right up there. So I think we want to check this area north of us. Light enemy resistance reported in this area. So I am gonna go ahead and move in. You can see our actions here. We can check adjacent area, another one. We can enter adjacent areas, 3 different types, and we can call for artillery or airstrikes, or we can attempt to resupply. All of this takes time, and you can see down here that we have time until sunset, 12 hours and 15 minutes. So we don't want to use too many of those things because that's going to slow us down, and we want to get up to the exit area before that timer runs out. That's our main objective. We don't have to do it, but it's good because we get extra BP doing so. So I'm not going to call in any artillery or airstrike, which would be a valuable option now. I'm just going to go ahead and enter that area. So press E and enter. So this you move into a new area which takes 75 minutes. Use advancing fire can take 1 to 6 HE rounds, and I currently have 54. So yes, you expended 6 HE rounds entering. You met no resistance in this area, and I have been awarded 2 VP for capturing this area. So now we check another adjacent area. Light enemy resistance. We're gonna move into that area. Yes. So I expended 3 HE rounds. So I met no resistance in this area either, and I've been awarded 6 VP points for capturing that area. So we're gonna go ahead and look at the map again and keep heading north. We have 10 hours until sunset. So here we have medium resistance in this area, so we might want to consider checking another adjacent area. So I'm going to check the area next to it, and here we have light resistance. So I'm going to go ahead and enter that area instead. And yes, we will use advancing fire. And here we actually have an Opel truck reported 2 o'clock, medium range. Another Opel truck at 8 o'clock. And I'm using my advanced fire now. No result. And these Opel trucks can't fire at me, so they're just moving around. And now my friendly forces conduct an artillery fire. The truck is down. And so this is the where my, I guess, yeah, this is the loader's spotting, which area I choose to spot. So I'm going to choose the spot in front of the tank, and all of the other crew members are automatically spotting wherever they can spot. So we spotted the Opel truck. Remember, you have to be able to spot them to be able to fire at them. So we're going to go ahead and fire the main gun. Now I get to choose my orders. My commander is going to direct main gun fire. The gunner is going to fire main gun. The loader is going to reload. The driver is just going to stop. And our assistant driver is going to pass ammo to increase the chance of getting rate of fire. And that means we get to fire again. We are going to change our ammo reload. Let's see here. That's on the T. Nope. That's on the R. So we change ammo reload to AP. And if we press the T key, we choose if we want to take that round from our ready rack or from the normal ammo storage. So we want it from the ready rack because that also increases our chance of getting rate of fire, which means we get to fire again. Okay, moving on. And now we're at the firing stage, so we can rotate our turret and choose our target, and we're going to choose that Opel truck. Oh, I forgot to press enter to fire, but the Opel truck is destroyed by friendly action, so we made it out of there. So our total VP is gonna be 2, and that's 1 VP each for our friendly forces taking that truck down, and then we get 6 VP for capturing the area. Yep, everything looks good. We got gun load HE, ammo reload. We can change it. Ammo reload and redirect we can always change later when we decide to actually fire. So I'm gonna check the for resistance in an adjacent area. Oh, we have more medium resistance. We have 8.5 hours. We have time to check this area too, and it's light resistance. So I am gonna move into that area. We have a good road, as you can see, so it doesn't take as much time to move in there. Yes, we want to use, and we have a battle. Ooh, we have an AT gun. Use advancing fire to attack. Yes, we got the. I have the first attack. Cool. Okay, so hopefully we're gonna be able to spot this AT gun. No, we spotted it, but we did not manage to identify it. And if we don't identify it, it will act as the best type of AT gun they have, unfortunately. So we're gonna go ahead and fire at this guy. Commander is gonna direct main gun fire. The gunner is gonna fire main gun. The loader is gonna reload. Driver is stopping. Assistant driver is gonna pass ammo. And we want to reload with HE, and we want to take the ammo from the ready rack. So now I'm not gonna forget to fire. You actually have to press enter to fire at this stage. I need an 8 Oh yeah, we hit, and rate of fire is maintained, so we get to fire again. Need a 9 less. Oh yeah, it's another hit, and we have maintained fire. And you just want to keep firing as many times as you can. 10 or less to hit. Yes, we hit a third time. Rate of fire wasn't maintained. Gunfire. To kill him, we need 8 or less. Yes, we roll a 5. An unidentified AT gun is destroyed. And that's it. That's our first kill. Very nice. And that gives us, let's see, anti-tank gun. 1. That's 4 VP. So that's pretty good. You have been awarded 6 VP for capturing this area. And we want to set up our tank. It's all good. Check adjacent area. Let's check this area up here. Light enemy resistance. Let's go ahead and reconnaissance teams have reported on a nearby area. Okay, let's go ahead and move in. Let's see, we have 39 HE rounds. I'm gonna keep using them. No resistance, 6 VP. We have only 6 hours and 45 minutes now, so let's see where we want to go. Might want to go up here. Light enemy resistance. Let's go ahead and enter. Yes, we want to use no resistance, 6 VP. We're getting close, guys. Let's check this area. See here, light resistance. And what kind of area is that? I'm not quite sure how to check what kind of area that is. Scroll map. In Patton's best anyway, you have towns, you have forests and all that, and you want to avoid towns and forests. That's quite dangerous. I'm gonna call in artillery strike. So let's see here, artillery strike. Yes, successful. Friendly artillery strikes targets area. And now we're gonna go ahead and move in. And we're gonna use advanced fire. And we have a battle. Self-propelled gun at 10 o'clock close range. At 2 o'clock medium range. First we have artillery or friendly artillery fire. And now I use my advanced fire. No result. We have the first attack. Okay, let's try to spot this guy who's close to us. It's now hidden, that means we can't fire at it. Another guy is spotted, but it's not identified. Okay, so I probably want to pivot my tank. See here, the driver pivot tank, so we can face that guy, and we want our loader to change gun load, and then we want to change the reload to AP because now we have hard targets, and my commander is going to direct movement, and my gunner is not going to do anything. We are changing the load to AP and pivoting that guy, and he moves and unspotted down there. He's killed by friendly action, so that's good. Oop, we have entered a minefield, but our tank does not trigger any mines. Okay, we are gonna try to spot this guy. Spotted but not identified. We're gonna try to move further up. Let's see here, forward to hull down. And we're hull down, but closer. And the SP gun moved further away. No result from our friends. We try to spot again. It's a Stug. We can kill that. But I feel like direct main gun fire main gun, reload, stop, pass ammo. There we go. See here. Tank comes to a stop, and here we are at the fire mill. We're gonna try to get this guy. Go, guys. Need a fearless. Oh man, that's bad. And we did not have rate of fire. Oh, he fires the tank. No effect. He's hit with smoke. Man, I don't know if I should really keep firing, but I think I'm gonna do that anyway. Go. I already fired at him, so it's 4 less now. And we're all a 5. But we have to fire again. On the way. On. Ooh. He needs a 4 Okay, he missed. No. And we have artillery. This can hurt us. We have killed 2 of our friendly infantry squads. It doesn't affect us, but it affects our score. No crew members are affected though. Let's go ahead and keep firing at this guy. Yes, we hit. We get rate of fire. Fire again. 7 less. Miss and no rate of fire. Enough. 4 less to kill him, and we get a free Stug free G self-propelled gun is. Oh man, 15 minutes of time has passed as a random event. Okay, that's pretty cool, man. We killed Stug, so we get let's see, we get 6 VP for that. Awesome. And we get 6 VP for clearing the area. We're gonna change our gun load to, let's see here, what button is that? G, to HE, so we can use advanced fire. So we have one last area to go to, and it's the exit area. Medium resistance. Ooh, okay. So let's see what we can do. We can attempt to resupply. Yes. You may replenish your ammo. We're gonna get some more HE. Let's see, do we want to get some more of that maybe? There we go. That HE should last us to the end of this day. Let's call for an airstrike on this place. Let's see, I want an airstrike. Artillery or airstrike. Seems like I can only call in for artillery. at this place. Friendly artillery strike is possible. Oh yeah, we have an overcast now. Airstrikes, unfortunately. You are requested to head to the highlighted map location and capture it from enemy forces. If completed, you will receive a bonus of 10 VP. Well, how much time? We have only 3 hours, so maybe just check. It's not even adjacent. I'm not even gonna try that. I am gonna move into this exit area. Yes, we want to use advanced fire. We used battle the car at 12 o'clock. Team. Friendly forces conduct artillery against them. And the light weapons team is killed. And I use a no result. Enemy gets to fire first, and the armored car fires. Ooh, no crew members detected, and the MG fires at my friend. If they die, it only affects my. Oh no! Small arms fire pepper my tank. No crew members affected. Okay, I'm gonna try to spot. I think I'll try to spot the MG down here. We spotted the armored car and the MG. Okay, so we're gonna try to kill that MG, fire main gun. Gunner is gonna fire, and I direct the fire, reload, and pass ammo. And we will fire at the MG down here. We need a 6 or 10. And I got AP now. The armored car killed a friendly infantry squad. And so does the MG team. But we get the armored car, and friendly also kills the MG team, so that's good. So we lose 2 VP in this encounter, but we capture the area. We are awarded 23 VP for capturing this area. See, we want to have HE in our gun. That's it. You capture the exit area, press enter to move to a new area. Select an adjacent area to check for enemy resistance. Okay, let's check this field. It's light. And the exit area is all the way up there. So we have 2 hours left. I'm gonna call in for artillery strike here. Failed. We'll try again. And now it's successful. Let's go ahead and move in. Yes, we want to use advancing fire. No resistance, 2 VP. And we check the next area. Light resistance. We'll use artillery again. And the day is over. Victory points today 74. Campaign VP 74. The combat day has ended. So we have 74 VP. Let's look at our crew info. So none of my guys have increased any of their skill. And I haven't played far enough to be able to tell you what I do to increase that skill. Like in Patton's Best, which this game is copied, after, if I remember correctly, after every mission you will roll a d10. And if the number is higher than their current skill level, then they increase their skill by 1. But I don't think that's the case in this, because you see, their level is 3 of them have level 1, so they would, obviously one of them at least would have been upgraded. Maybe it has to do with VP score, something like that. Let's go ahead and look at our campaign stats. We can see now that we have 74 VP, we captured 9 areas, we 2 infantries have been destroyed by all allies. We have destroyed one AT gun. We have destroyed a tank or an SPG. Our friends have also destroyed one. And other vehicles destroyed by allies 4. And we have been assigned one quest, but completed none. And then you have, here's the campaign journal. You can basically see everything that's been happening in the campaign, the big picture. So that's it, guys. That's it for the first mission. Let's see how many missions we're going to be able to get through before we die. You know, this plays a lot quicker than the board game because you don't have to roll your dice for everything. So I'm looking forward to being a little bit more aggressive here. You know, I don't have hundreds of hours of progress to lose. So here I can be a little bit more crazy. Well, it's going to be more exciting as I get in better tanks and my skill increases, because then I'm going to be more likely to be able to penetrate the German tanks. But that's going to take a little while. This is one of them old school games. Okay, guys. That's it for this time. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you subscribe to my channel. Send me a comment what you think about this game. And again, you can get it for free on Steam right now. If you want to help me a little bit extra, you can become a supporting member of the channel. I think it's $2.99 US a month. You can do a one-time donation through PayPal, and you'll find the PayPal address in the video description. Okay, guys, take care. See you next time. Slava Ukraini.